Welcome to the Property Profits Real Estate Podcast, the show where real estate investors talk strategy, capital, deals, and growth with your host, Dave Dubeau.
Hey, gang, welcome back. Today, zooming in from sunny Florida, we have a very accomplished real estate investor, a gentleman who left corporate America to focus on real estate full-time so he could live his own dream, Mr. Martin Castro Silva. Martin, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you so much for having me today. Excited.
My pleasure. All right, Martin. So tell us a little bit about what real estate looks like for you as of July 2026.
Well, right now, you caught me on a very busy month. I'm very excited. I have 2 ongoing flips going on. We were supposed to close on a rental tomorrow, but I just got no from the wholesaler that we're going to have to extend on a week. We do have another house under contract in South Florida, in Hollywood, which we don't have a strategy yet. We can either flip it, keep it, or assign it, right? And we have another house under contract to close on July 15th.
Congratulations. That's a lot of houses in one stage or another. So tell me, Martin, what got you into flipping in the first place? How did you get started?
I really wanted to change the way I was getting paid. I used to be a private banker, and most
people think private bankers get paid a lot. Is that not necessarily the truth?
No, they don't. They do have a base salary, and then they just make their money on their commission. They could make a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but it's a lot of work that you have to put in, and the convincing factor of having other people invest their money in what a financial advisor think is best for them, which again, like, they're doing a good job, but
were you a financial advisor, or was that your job before?
No, I was not. I was a private banker. I did have my licenses, but I would have to refer the people with money to the financial advisor.
So you worked in a bank?
I worked for JP Morgan Chase for 12 years.
20 years? You don't
12,
look that
12.
12 years. Okay. I was saying, geez, man, you don't look that old. You don't look that old for 12 either, for 12 years in there, but must be doing something right. Awesome, Martin. Okay, so you're getting kind of tired of the 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
There's 1,000 different ways to invest in real estate. Why flips?
Flips. I understood that by flipping is where you would make a chunk of money faster. Yeah. Right? The same way you make money, you also have to pay taxes, right? But I had a situation with my own house where I had a house that was a rental. Pandemic hit. We had tenants. We asked them to leave because we needed to have a bigger place for me and my family. Mm-hmm. And then we started renovating it. And then when we started renovating it, we did a few things without permits and without GCs. And then the city of Fort Lauderdale caught us and put us a fine. Long story short, I had to hire a GC, a licensed GC, and I got to see firsthand how he was subcontracting, hiring, and all of that. And then I was like, I think I can do that. And then
I'm paying this guy all this. I could do that myself. Yeah.
Yeah. And then at the same time, I got sent to a different location at the bank. And then I've noticed a pattern on real estate people, right? Anyone that was doing real estate at that time, COVID, I know it's not a normal market, but they were making quite some money. And I was like, okay, so maybe there is something here. And then I just started learning, researching, hanging out with other people that was doing it, learning from their experiences. And that's how I got into this.
So how long have you been flipping full time for, Martin?
Since 2022, I was still employed at the bank on my first and second flip. And after that, I decided to go on my own.
Good. Okay. So you talked about you've got a number of different projects on the go right now. What kind of volume of flips do you do, let's say, in an average year these days?
The very best year was last year. We actually bought 11 houses complete, but we flipped 7, bought and sold 7 by December 31st, right? Mm-hmm. The other 4 remaining we already sold at the beginning of this year. And now we have the ones that I mentioned.
Nice. Okay, very good. So you learned kind of what the general contractor was doing. At this point, do you have your own crew, or do you find subcontractors? What does that side of the business
I
look like?
have a little bit of mix of everything. I have some subcontractors. I also have people that I don't like. I mean, you could call them my crew, but they work independently, right? But they're people that are with me, and my goal and what I always try to have is work for them, right? That's why I always try to get deals, and a pipeline of deals. That way, they always
Keeps them
have secure
busy.
work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
keeps them busy so they aren't going somewhere else. You've got reliable labor for you. Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So, Martin, a big part of doing flips is lead generation. What do you find works best for you in 2026 for generating motivated seller leads in Florida? What's getting you the business?
The number one thing that I tell everybody is you have to let everyone know you're an investor.
Okay.
All right. Let anyone you talk to, you let
So
them know, hey,
what does
by the
that
way,
mean? What
you tell anyone you buy houses. That's it.
okay.
You have the ability of buying houses and close super fast if need be, right?
Yeah.
Depending on whatever motivation a seller may have.
Okay.
Um, Two, social media is also big, right?
So what do you do on social media?
I like to document my flips, like to document how I get the deals, the story behind it, because each house is a different story.
Yeah.
I also use direct marketing. I use a company that sends mails. I'm sure you have received that house. Hey, I'm interested in buying your house. I could buy it for this amount. My name is Martin. I'm a local investor. So I'm one of those. Okay.
Yeah. So postcards?
Postcards. Yeah.
Mhm.
Postcards.
Now, do they individually mail to specific houses with a specific offer, or is it a generic one that goes to everybody?
It's a generic one. We actually use AI for that. We do an estimated value of market value just to spark a conversation and have that phone call. Matter of fact, I do have the
Market
houses.
value of a specific neighborhood or of a specific
Yes,
house?
yes.
Neighborhood.
My market. I do
Got it.
Vero Beach mostly, Sebastian, Fort Pierce, Port St. Lucie. Those are the cities, adjacent cities that I target. But I buy from Fort Lauderdale all the way to Sebastian, which is 2 hours, 100 miles.
Okay. All right. So do you have much competition in those areas?
Oh, there's always competition, but I love
Oh, yeah.
competition, man. Oh,
No, just
wholesalers.
because, huh?
Wholesalers too. I use them a lot. Yeah, I have very good relationship with wholesalers.
Wholesalers. Okay. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So you're doing a little bit of everything. You're getting the word out organically. You're posting on
Hmm.
social media. You're sending out direct mail. You've got wholesaler relationships. Good. That's really, really smart. So, um, what have you learned about this business and like how have you been able to apply those corporate skills from the bank to your real estate investing business? Has any of that been transferable?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my background is also in accounting, and
That's
I
good.
have been able to keep track of every expense on my business. I particularly have a spreadsheet for each project. So I
Mhm.
know to the T what I spend on each one and how much I make, how much I lose. Well, I haven't lost, thank God, knock on wood yet.
Knock on wood. Yeah.
I have gotten very valuable lessons that I can
Ah,
tell.
but not losing money lessons. That's
Not
good.
losing money. So far, so good. So.
Yeah. So when it comes to financing the properties, you come from a banking background. Do you
Mhm.
just go visit your old boss and get the financing that way, or how do you get the money for these properties?
No, actually, I went a different route. I still work with a bank, you could call it that, but it's a hard money lender.
Yeah,
It's a private money lender, and that's how I leverage my deals. And that allows me to have multiple deals at the same time because since I have built a track record and now I have a proven concept, they trust me. The deals that I bring to the table. I mean, of course, they do their own due diligence and review,
of
but
course.
they allow me to come in with a very little down payment and finance the rehab. So that's what allows me to scale.
Very nice. So how much do you typically have to put down per project at this point in your
About 10%.
okay
10% is what I bring to the table plus closing costs.
of the purchase price or the
Purchase
after
price.
third value? Okay,
Purchase price. Purchase
yeah.
price.
And I don't know your market, but what's the average purchase price for those kind of homes these days?
My buy box, I buy houses from 150 to 220
Okay,
is my purchase price, and resale value is below 350.
okay, Yeah, so you got it pretty dialed in. Very, very good. So you probably went into real estate investing with a certain idea in mind. What what has been a surprise for you through this new career change?
I honestly thought I did it. I thought that I wouldn't have to manage people,
Uh,
but it's that I think that's one of my biggest challenges, keeping up with contractors and keeping up with making sure putting out fires, is one thing or another.
yeah,
And when you multiply that, when you have that effect and multiply in different projects, you can imagine. But it's fun. It's fun. I like it. I like the adrenaline. I like what I'm doing. I honestly, I think it's been the best decision I've made.
nice. Well, it
Yeah.
sounds like you're going at a reasonable pace. You're probably usually doing one project at a time, sometimes two.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably keeps it more manageable. Would that be true?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also, well, yes, if what I do is one or two at a time, but I try to get in as fast as I can, because time is money,
Yeah.
right? So the sooner I finish it, the sooner I put it on the market, the sooner I sell it. And I also try to be very conservative when I list them. What I mean by that is I see my competition, I see what's sold in the area, and I always try to be at least below that because let's be honest, we're in the market of selling houses, not keeping them vacant, right?
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. Velocity is super important there. So, Martin, who are you looking to connect with these days?
I'm looking to connect to any other investors in my area. I haven't really had the chance to expand and meet other investors here in my area of Florida because I think we should create a community because it's not my phrase, but I heard that at this level you don't compete, you collaborate with each other. So I think that will be a very good way for me to scale my business. Also, I mean, I always like to extend a hand to anyone that is interested in learning because I know what real estate has done for me, and if I can share that with the world, that'd be awesome.
Fantastic, Martin. So, if people want to connect with you, where should they go?
They should look me up on Instagram. That's what I use the most. It's at Martin Melmac, Melmac. And yeah, I try to post daily. Sometimes I'm a little busy, but you'll see some of my flips, the stories behind each house that I get, how I get it, and some referrals that I pay, some funny stuff too. Nowadays you have to be creative.
All right. What's that handle again?
At Martin Martin Melmac Melmac.
What does Melmax stand for?
Oh, that's a good question. Melmac stands for my kids' names,
Ah,
Melanie and Matthew Castro.
nice. Martin, thank you very much for being on the show. This has been great.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, everybody, take care. We will see you on the next one.
Thanks for listening to the Property Profits Podcast. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, apply at daveinterviews.u.com.